Well, thank you so much, Sheldon. Well, the death of actor Robin Williams, we all know, is definitely sparking some new conversations about suicide. And joining us this morning is Erin Ambrose. She is a marriage and family therapist. And just tell us a little bit about what people are dealing with right now and what we're seeing.
It's really horrible. It's, however, it's made an opportunity for people to talk about something that isn't often talked about. Depression isn't talked about because of the stigma. So at least we can take this opportunity to let people know to get help.
Well, and that's why we wanted to have you in. You know, Robin Williams, funny guy, happy guy, right? I mean, and from all outward appearances, extremely successful. So often, people who take their lives, we are surprised.
Right.
Because outward appearances, everything looks great.
It looks great, but, you know, inwardly, none of us are immune to having dark times. Right.
Yeah, although help me understand, because clearly he's in a, I mean, everybody's sad, I'm sad sometimes, but clearly he was in some place that I've never even gotten a glimpse of.
Right. Depression is different than just being in a bad mood.
Right.
Depression is more about being in a bad mood consistently for at least 2 weeks or longer. Not being able to enjoy things that typically you've enjoyed in the past. Those are kind of the telltale signs to think about, is that if you're not able to enjoy pleasurable things, then that's a struggle.
And he had his demons for a long time, and we know that. What I'd be as proactive as possible here in this segment, if you know somebody that's like that, or if somebody suddenly is exhibiting these different signs, you know, what do you do? What could someone have done for him?
Well, you know, you will not cause someone to become suicidal by asking. And sometimes I think people are afraid to ask.
That's interesting.
But I think it's really important to ask. If you notice a loved one is withdrawing, if they are pulling away, and if they're not able to engage with you in the ways that they normally have, ask them. You know, ask them how they're doing. Ask them if they're struggling, if they're having thoughts of suicide.
You know, I keep thinking about his wife and how she must be feeling, and how people who are close to someone who commits suicide, they always ask themselves the question, is there something that I could have done? I mean, how do you get over something like this?
That's a different question.
That is a really hard thing, you know, to recognize that it was his decision. As hard of a decision as that was, it was his decision. So for the people who are left behind, I think we need to hold on to that, you know, they made their decision, and there might not have been anything that person could have done to save him.
Real quick before we go, I think we have a tendency in this country to think, well, you know, there's a medication for everything. If I just had the right pill, and from, sadly, my fairly close experience with some people who are mentally ill, there are some meds that help some people, and there's some people that depression. Is there anything that is
there are some great antidepressants out there. However, everybody's chemistry is a little bit different. So even if someone has tried an antidepressant and it didn't work, go back to your doctor, have them try a different one. You know, our chemistry could be that you need a different kind.
Okay. All right. Well, Erin, thank you for coming in to help us a little bit here, and we will link your website. I know it's let me see, counselingcalifornia.com to get to you and get more information, and we appreciate a little of your time this morning.
Thanks so much, Erin.
7:42, fans the world over paying tribute to Robin Williams.